Hey guys, if you've noticed in the past, I used to be a home brewer. I used to brew a lot of beer. I had a whole setup in this room. We used to call it Lucky Dog Brewery. That was the name we used way before we had a YouTube page. And so I've had some beers that I have put away that's been storing for 6 to 8 years somewhere. I'm not sure the exact time, but I know at least 6, but I'm thinking maybe upwards of 8 years. And so I want to get a couple of these out and we're going to taste them to see what they're like, and just report back to you guys and let you know. So that's what this video is about. So I hope you enjoy it. Follow along. This is a cooler that I used to use in the production of my beers that I used to make. As you can see, I used to carry a lot of stickers and stuff, and I would put it on the cooler and that. But this is one of the few pieces left over from Lucky Dog Brewery that I was really into that. Me and a couple other friends several years back, Ron and Brad, we started a local brew club. It was back then called Volusia County Home Brewers Guild. They've changed the name of it since, but the same club is still in operation. But I just wanted to dig out some old beers I had and just see what they taste like. Probably 6 or 7 years old. So, all right, here's some beers I have put away. And like I said, these beers have been away for 6 or 7 years at minimal. And we're going to try some of these. Now, I noticed this one, the liquid level is not up. I bet there'll be no carbonation to it. And in fact, I think most of them, I'd be surprised if there's any carbonation in them. Now, I have another one here that was kept in a wine bottle. And I'm not sure what it's going to taste like, but it looks very dark and rich. But this is another one that's been sitting in here for many years. Now, if on the top of these bottles, get in focus here, you see I had numbers. That one's a 68. This one's a 60. There's another 68, and we have an 89. No, that's probably a 68. So we got a lot of these 68s and a 60s. So I don't have the list anymore, so I'm not even sure what these start out as being. But we'll put one in the refrigerator. We're going to open it up and just see what it tastes like. You never know. This ought to be fun. All right, we have a couple beers here that these are at least 5 years old. Now, this first one is in, I bottled it in a wine jug, which normally you don't do that with beer. This was a peanut butter chocolate beer. Now, I have opened this, and it did have some carbonation on it, which really, really surprised me that it'd still be carbonated after like 5 years in a wine jug. Let's open this up again here. Let's just see if there's any carbonation left. I got it on pretty tight. I might have to, I might have to get a rag here to open it up. Oh yeah, I just heard carbonation. So it did. So let's pour a little bit of this in this glass here. Now there's not a lot, but you can see there is a little bit of carbonation still left in this beer here. And when I made this, beer will tend to get off flavors. It can actually get what they call an infection. Infection comes from just a little bit of bacteria somewhere in the process of brewing it, especially after you've cooled it down when it's hot, the infections go away, but when it cools down, you can get it. This had a little bit of an infection when I first made it. We're going to take a little taste here. I still taste just a tad bit of infection, not as bad as it was when I first made it. This was made with powdered peanut butter and chocolate put into it. Made it before and it was really, really good. Is this one drinkable? You could drink it. It's probably not what I would call a high quality beer, but it is definitely better than it was. But for a 5-year-old beer, I'm surprised it still has somewhat drinkable to it. Now this other beer, this is normally how you would do it. We'd bottle a beer up or keg it, and on the top of it I have a number. I used to have a list. This is number 65. I don't know what it is anymore. I lost my list, so I don't even know the style of the beer or anything. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this up here. Now just listen see if there's any carbonation left in it. There is. Not a lot, but there is carbonation in it. I heard the little psst on it. Now let's just pour this out here. We'll pour it easily. Now it's a lighter colored beer. This could have been some sort of a Belgium. I'm not sure. I lost track of it. What I remember about this batch here, it had a bad infection. It tastes vinegary is what infection sounds like. It's kind of like that's where vinegar comes from, that process there. But you don't want that in beer. But let's just give this a taste. 5 years old. Let's just see what we got. Wow, it's not bad. I'm guessing it is a Belgium, just from the taste of it. Definitely, I'm going to guess the alcohol content is probably between the, I'm going to say between 8-9% just by just tasting it here. It's not bad. It's very drinkable, really, for 5 years old. Let's take another drink. I used to do, I took Cicerone. Cicerone is like a beer judging school. And I taste for all flavors in that. This has, I gotta do a taste again. You know, the flavors are good. There's just a very, very mild taste of an infection in it. I can't say it's really all that bad. I would say it's passable. From what it was 5 years ago, this definitely wasn't this good, but it was pretty good here. Let's go ahead and fill the glass all the way up here. We can get the color of it. I can't believe we've still got carbonation after 5 years. We still got carbonation. It's pretty dark, but if I had to guess what this was, I'm going to say it was some kind of a Belgium beer. I used to like Belgiums and made quite a few of them, so I'm kind of surprised. You can see the bubbles on the side of the glass that it's still maintaining carbonation after 5 years in a bottle. This was just under the counter in my little workroom there, been sitting there. I got several other ones. I can definitely tell the alcohol's in it. It's in the upper end. I'm going to say somewhere in the 8% range. But there you guys go. This is check out my old beers. You know, I just thought I'd get these out, make a little video about it. If you guys enjoyed this, had fun with it, I did. Give us a thumbs up. Got any questions, comments, leave it in the section below. And we used to be called Lucky Dog Brewery. That's what we went by back when we were home brewing there. So give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, guys. If you're not a subscriber, I invite you to hit the subscribe button. And appreciate you guys watching. hit the bell if you want to be notified of our next video. So happy beer drinking. We'll see you on the next time. Alright, if you want to see how to get some of our other links, when you go to our main YouTube page, up here into the picture area right here, you'll see it says like Facebook. You can click on that. That'll take you right over to our Facebook group. And you're welcome. You can join the Facebook group, add your videos, add whatever you want, do some discussion there, but you can go there. If you would like to support us on Amazon, again, up in this picture, you'll see a link that says Amazon. Click on that link right there. Go ahead and sign in, make all your purchases, and what will happen here, you'll give us a tip. We get a small percentage back. Costs you absolutely nothing, but it does help us out, and we appreciate that. Thought I'd just show you a few little links here if you want to go to some other features we have here at Lucky Dog Productions.